Financial Group, also author of several books, The Heart of Your Money, Wealth Beyond Taxes, and Joe, you've got your newer show, right?
I'm so excited about that.
Heart of the Money, yeah.
Yes. My show, 12:10, every Sunday from 9 to 10 in the morning on Sundays. It's been a blast. We started it about 6-7 weeks ago, and it's been a lot of fun.
I can't wait to hear more, and I'm so glad we connected. It's been 2 or 3 years already.
Too long.
Ken Lease connected us when I mentioned podcasts. He's like, I've got to connect you with my friend Joe. We connected. We were on each other's shows. And then what was the podcast we did?
We did a podcast
we joined in your friend
Correct.
from Canada who was Tony Robbins' mentor.
Yes. We have...
What's his name?
We had Van Miller. We had Ed Slott. I think we were connecting you with a bunch of different people.
No, the big group. They had thousands of people. I was so impressed on their mastermind.
Proctor or John Maxwell?
Proctor, yeah.
Yes.
And you're also like a John Maxwell certified guy.
Yes.
So for everyone that doesn't know you, tell us a little bit about your story, your journey, and definitely how you got into the financial industry and the company and your books and shows.
I got in this business starting out in school, in college, and I graduated from a Southern school, UNC, and I played football there with a full ride.
Yeah.
And I have a marketing business background.
Okay.
And never thinking about what direction I wanted to go in. And lo and behold, I was attempting, when I say attempting, to have tryouts with a bunch of different NFL teams.
Yeah.
And I got picked up by the Kansas City Chiefs on an open tryout.
Yeah.
And it was, 1,200 guys that show up, and they picked 4 of us to go to camp. So that was pretty exciting.
Wow. Amazing.
And one thing led to another. I signed a 2-year contract, and to make a long story short, it didn't last that long, from getting hurt and what have you. And I ended up meeting up with one of my buds from Pittsburgh. He said, we have an opportunity to work down in Florida as brokers, stockbrokers. And I always wondered, what that would be like back in the day, mind you. And we ended up working for a company called Thompson McKinnon, which is now Merrill Lynch.
Okay.
And I was there with the firm for 6 years. And I moved back up to New Jersey because my mom was somewhat getting sick or sicker.
Okay.
And one thing led to another. I was planning on back to Florida, and I ended up finding this young, magnificent woman. Now is 36 years married to her.
Congratulations.
And thank you very much. And we started a family, and I moved back up in the Cherry Hill area. And we've been, we own a successful company, JML Financial Group, and she is part of my company. She's my partner, my business partner, and does a great job of working with me in the field of finance.
Yeah, and your son is also involved in the business?
My son got in the business just recently, about 3-4 years ago, and that's been exciting.
Yeah.
Again, because of social media,
yeah,
and because of AI, we use that together, and because of the radio and the books I've written and the conversations we've had with our clients, we get our message out.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, you guys have done a great job, and I'm so glad we're connected. Never a lack of energy on your part. And how would you say that your athletic background and sports, ties into your philosophy and your success and your history?
When you're a sports person, when you're an athlete in general, a real serious athlete like I was at one time, you have a different demeanor. So practicing has never been a concern of mine. I used to practice, and I do now still practice on what I do. And I travel all over the country either doing speeches or learning about new things that are happening in our marketplace, especially in the financial world.
Yeah.
And for us, it's always been tenacity, it's always been resilience, it's always been a positive influence for myself of taking the athletic background and putting it into a real force when you're dealing with money. And money is a separator in our world, and you could see that's happening now. I mean, it's a lot different than what it used to be. There's no such thing as pensions like it used to be.
Yeah.
So for us, we design plans. We do a type of plan that in one of my books we write about it, getting up the mountain or getting down the mountain. Putting money away is one part of the puzzle, but the other part is how to get your money out
Yeah.
in distribution
Yeah.
to spend. And with volatility and taxes and longevity, it becomes a real dicey conversation with clients.
It's an art, right?
Oh,
it's
much
exact
art
science.
today.
Yeah.
Art and science for us.
Yeah.
So,
And how, well, that leads me into the next thing. I mean, there's so many, people involved in your industry. It's a crowded, competitive space. How do you guys stand out? What do you do? You already mentioned
that's really an easy conversation.
Talk to
because
me.
we do something completely different. Because of my background, because I'm securities licensed.
Yeah.
And when I say securities licensed, I'm not, I'm Series 7, which is, I'm able to make trades. So I get a chance to work on Wall Street at one time. But now I turn some of that into understanding how insurance products work. So when you add the investment background of securities license and you add it into insurance, and that's life insurance, disability insurance, long-term care, annuities, and when you add those two things together, and then you have a good attorney, and you do your best to find a good accountant, it's unbreakable.
Okay.
And you have those folks working together, coordinated, integrated, it's unstoppable. It really gives that person an understanding. It's not about the accumulation factor, which most people in our business focus their time on and their effort. It's income. How do I take assets and turn it into a income?
Okay.
And we have been trained
cash flow
over the years to learn it. And that's what I do. And people ask me, well, how did you know that? How did you find out about that? And where did you learn those things? I still, to this day, Lance, I just got back from Nashville.
Yeah.
And I was with Ed Slott, which is one of the probably greatest CPA that's on PVS.
Oh, okay.
Tom Hagner, if you look these folks up.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Van Miller.
Yeah, these are not people I know.
Or David McKnight. People don't know these people. And if you Google them, you'll see that I've been hanging out kind of thing with those type of folks that share with me information besides coaching. I mean, I've been a Bob Proctor fan.
Yeah.
And John Maxwell.
Yeah.
And Dan Sullivan. These are all coaching programs.
So into Dan Sullivan and Ben Hardy right now,
Correct.
probably even since the last time we talked.
So you can understand it's not a...
No, there's an elite
this is not
circle.
just,
And Bob Proctor, that's his mastermind. I was so blown away. Right in the middle of the pandemic, as we were watching just so many people, and it was really so energizing. How does what you do different from a family office?
Well, it is fun having your own office because we own the building, but more importantly, we work together quite nicely. My wife and my son, they do most of the admin, but also follow up to my clients.
Yeah.
And they kind of carry the ball a lot of times for me. And when you're dealing with folks, dealing with the everyday person, they don't want to get an 800 number or talking to somebody they don't know.
Who's your ideal client, right? Because the family office for like
Absolutely.
The ultra high net
We are
people.
big believers of having folks that are able to be helped if they're willing to. There's a preset dollar amount that we have in our head, at least $250,000 of assets, not counting their home.
Yep.
And we put strategic plans together for them.
Yeah.
It could be an income plan. It could be a wealth accumulation plan. We factor in the things that people never think about, like long-term care. Most people don't buy it because they don't want to pay for it. But now some of the vehicles that are out there that are bedded in to those vehicles. So for us, when we're doing planning, and besides the Social Security stuff that people know about, which I'm certified there also, you want to make sure they don't run out of money.
Yeah.
You want to make sure they pay the least amount of taxes, and you want to make sure they're not a burden on their family.
Yeah.
And we see that a lot moving forward because of what's happening in our society. Matter of fact, you're one of the reasons why people are living longer because of technology and medical advances.
Right.
Think about it. Nobody lives to 85. I mean, they're in 90s and 100 now. You see that happening today.
Yeah. With good lifestyles for sure. So, no, I love the family, business part. I've lived that with my wife and I, and it's, a challenge. And my children are actually working with me now, which is so much fun. And I know you and Michael are having a good time, and he's really blossoming. So I want to talk more about legacy at the right time. But I guess the last question before we go into the break is, we always love to ask people who are, wildly successful, how they handle the down times, the rock bottom moments, the valleys, and especially somebody that's an athlete, like from a mindset standpoint. How do you get through the tough times as well?
Van, I'll tell you something, Lance. Maybe I'm fortunate. Maybe I'm blessed because I don't have those down times. And I'll tell you one of the reasons I didn't. I have to give my wife all the credit. I really do on this one. When this pandemic hit, we were already doing Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
So we were ahead of the curve technology-wise, which was kind of, for us, we were actually doing workshops all over the country. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And what happened was when that took place, we had a shore home, and we used to travel all over the world. To tell you the truth, it was kind of fun. So one day she said to me, she goes, would you ever consider, when this was happening, to move down to the Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
At the time, we were living in Ventnor, a little house.
Yeah.
It was perfect for what we were using it. Hanging out with the family in the summers. And then one thing led to another. And she said, I have something I want you to see. And when I heard that, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's going to look like,
Yeah.
Well, we went there. First, she went there, and my daughter went there. And they were inside the house. Now, when you see this house, this was a home that was owned by the Gimbels family, the department store.
Yeah.
It was their summer home. And I'm outside looking at the brickwork, because it's all brick. And I'm looking at the brickwork, and I'm saying to myself, okay, there's no cracks here, there's here. And I'm looking, as she comes out of the front door, she just turns to me and said, you're going to like this place. Now, I don't want to tell you what my daughter said, but I was like, okay. So finally, I got a chance to look inside, and it was all that. It was. It almost looked like you went back in time. Everything was impeccable shape, and I was floored. I'm thinking to myself, wow, I can purchase this house that belongs someplace else, but not down the beach, and be a block from the beach. This might be our home of the future. And I thought, well, how do I get back and forth to Cherry Hill? Because I have an office in Cherry Hill. Mm-hmm. Well, I said, you know what? I can do this now 3 days a week, back and forth, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and really enjoy not only the setting of my house in Ventnor, but able to still have the taste of the Cherry Hill, New York, and Philadelphia, and the same token, beachfront property or beach property where I'm down on the beach and or boardwalk every day, including the summer and winter.
Yeah.
Both. So it made it easy to do that transaction, and it made it easy for us to live the lifestyle that we are now living. And now my kids come down, have their own spot, have their own room, their own bathroom. So it made it easy to do this.
Well, you got an incredible mindset that you actually, don't have some of those tough times. I want to talk more about that. And we're definitely going to talk more about lifestyle because we're going to take a quick break, thank our sponsors, and everyone listening, stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to find out how Joe, after 40 years, actually stays supercharged and high energy and avoids burnout. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Big Flamingo Insurance, what do you want?
Yeah, can we get the auto insurance policy?
Anything else?
Can we add an extra driver?
Number 4 combo, your premium comes with pick up spot 2.
Okay.
When it comes to insurance, you don't have to sacrifice service to save.
Wait, this isn't even the right policy.
Upgrade to NJM and get the 5-star customer service you deserve with discounts you'll love.
Excuse me, Mr. Rollerbird?
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Get a quote today.
You can be confident choosing Farmers Insurance. There's no need to knock on wood.
Perfect.
This is an unnatural amount of natural light.
Thank you.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I want that personal price plan. So how's this for personal? I draw mustaches on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh.
Coach,
It happened again. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. Sotyktu is the first of its kind once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis for the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding that outfit psoriasis tried to hide from you, or finding your swimsuit is ready for prime time. Dad, once daily Sotyktu is proven to get more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotyktu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I am Metro.
Hi, I'm Andrea. I am Metro.
Hi, my name is Josh, and I am Metro.
Hi, I'm George. I am Metro.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I am Metro.
Hi, I'm Mark, and I'm Metro.
Hello, my name is Seven, and I am Metro.
My name is Chris, and I am Metro.
I am Michael Barretto, President and Founder of Metropolis Passenger Logistics, and we are Metro.
Big Flamingo Insurance, what do you want?
Yeah, can we get the auto insurance policy?
Anything else?
Can we add an extra driver?
Number form combo, your premium comes with pick up spot 2.
Okay.
When it comes to insurance, you don't have to sacrifice service to save.
Wait, this isn't even the right policy.
Upgrade to NJM and get the 5-star customer service you deserve with discounts you'll love.
Excuse me, Mr. Rollerbird?
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Get a quote today.
You can be confident choosing Farmers Insurance. There's no need to knock on wood.
Perfect.
This is an unnatural amount of natural light.
Thank you.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I want that personal price plan. So how's this for personal? I draw mustaches on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh,
Coach, it happened again.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. Sotyktu is the first of its kind once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis for the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding that outfit psoriasis tried to hide from you, or finding your swimsuit is ready for prime time. Dad, once daily Sotyktu is proven to get more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotyktu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I am Metro.
Hi, I'm Andrea. I am Metro.
Hi, my name is Josh, and I am Metro.
Hi, I'm George. I am Metro.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I am Metro.
Hi, I'm Mark, and I'm Metro.
Hello, my name is Seven, and I am Metro.
My name is Chris, and I am Metro.
I am Michael Barretto, President and Founder of Metropolis Passenger Logistics, and we are Metro.
Yeah, can we get the auto insurance policy?
Anything else?
Can we add an extra driver?
Number 4 combo. Your premium comes with pickup spot 2.
Okay.
When it comes to insurance, you don't have to sacrifice service to save.
Wait, this isn't even the right policy.
Upgrade to NJM and get the 5-star customer.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Moving Mountains. I'm Dr. Lance Knaub. I'm here today with my friend Joe Yocavitch. Joe, so much fun talking to you about all things life and finance. This is an important topic to me. It's, we've got all your books here. And, one of the main messages I love to help entrepreneurs is staying healthy while they're scaling their business and have expanding lives. 40 years in the industry, you actually mentioned to me that you wanted to talk about burnout. So how do you do it? How do you avoid burnout, stay charged? And we definitely like to know how much sleep you get on average.
Well, burnout is a broad, for me, statement because I love what I do and I do what I love.
Yeah.
And when you're able to work with your family, it doesn't seem like work any longer.
Yeah.
And as you're well aware,
especially from the shore, as you already talked about, that makes it a little bit better.
Right. I work out.
Yeah.
I'm at the gym a couple days a week.
Yeah.
I make wine, which you have been privy to try some of my wine.
Oh, that's wine that you made?
Yes.
Wow, I can't wait.
And we call it Leo Estates, which is after I'm a Leo, born August. My son and my daughter were all Leo, so we came up with a name, Leo Estates.
Very cool.
And I give it out as gifts to my clients.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing from what you're saying, and a lot of people, it's common to hear what you said.
Yeah.
If they don't have good balance.
Yeah.
No different than you working out with me.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to do chest, we do chest and back. If you're going to do bicep, we're doing bicep and tricep.
Yeah.
So it's no different
Yeah.
than having a work life that has balance.
Yeah.
And people seem to miss that.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with money, that's why when I am in this business as long as I have, that's some of the questioning that I have with people about money. How they feel about money and what their thoughts are, their philosophy on money.
Yeah.
And I listen. And I'm almost like a psychiatrist
Sure.
when it comes to money.
I'm sure.
Because it's different today.
Yeah.
It's no longer like our parents that had pension plans and Social Security, and they didn't have 401ks or IRAs and all these things.
Yeah.
And it was a simple life back then. Today it's gotten a little bit more complicated. And what we do are, I believe, probably one of the best in the industry, because I do travel the country of finding out what other advisors are saying and doing.
Yeah.
And I realized that's how I got pretty much my street PhD from hanging out with top advisors in the country and seeing what they say or how they position themselves in front of the marketplace. And it helped me. I can't tell you how much it has helped me. And you continue to learn from that. And I continue to invest the time and money to continue to learn.
Yeah.
And educate
Bob Proctor
myself.
as an example, you're always going for the world's finest.
Right. So that's pretty
And John
much
Maxwell.
Absolutely.
So obviously you're an exercise, fanatic, and nutrition. I think you really pay attention. How about the sleep part? How much?
I believe it or not, I'm at 7 to 8 a year, or 7 to 8 a year. Yeah, 7 to 8 a night.
Fantastic.
Really
That's
is.
impressive.
As
busy as you are, with everything, that's really great. And how about mindset? Any mental health? Approaches you take, meditation, journaling?
No, I'm pretty good. I take my vitamins.
Okay.
I get checked once, twice a year for everything.
Okay.
I'm staying on top of my game when it comes to that. My wife makes sure, she's, making sure I'm being checked constantly. She's, which is good.
That is
You
good.
have one of those.
Yes.
And people always say to me, how do you work with your wife? And I go, how do you not work with your wife? Who better to watch my money than her?
Yeah.
But you know what? Having your son there and having your wife there, and even when we are away, Lance, and we'll go away, I'll go away on business, and I'll ask her, would you like to go with me? And it's pretty much in the country. I was at Nashville just recently. She elected not to go. I was in Atlanta where my son went with me, or Greensboro. So I go to different places and I ask them to come with me. So it's kind of a cool thing, And when they don't want to go, okay, fine. So I include them in most of my travels. So it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You know, and it's enjoyable. It really is.
That's special. That's a special layer for
You know.
sure. And on the mindset, mental health thing, there's got to be something part of your regular, especially from making it to the NFL. I mean, visualization, any techniques like that?
Well, you know what? It's funny because I'm up at 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
and I'm usually studying and looking at things in the
Okay.
financial world.
Yeah, so
but I'm
reading.
also getting stuff from different sources. Like I just got a piece the other day, and I thought it was so real. It was by Nick Saban.
Okay.
And he said you can be bad, you can be good, and you can be average. And most people are average.
Yeah.
But you can also be great, but how many people are elite?
Right.
So for me personally and my son, I think about how to become more elite in my practice.
Okay.
And that's a mindset.
Yeah.
That's part of the coachings I've received,
sure.
and it never comes out of you. I mean, we talked about this, and I think that's so important, especially because of all the things that you and I do and the exterior components that really are a lot of static, a lot of negative things that are getting thrown at us, especially in my world with the money factor and taxes and inflation, and now with the political agendas. It's hard, but as you go through it with a client and you get them to understand that you're on their side,
right?
It's a relationship driven,
a long-term relationship.
very much, and we believe that.
So
we truly believe that.
With your John Maxwell training, and obviously Bob Proctor and best in the world, coaches that you've invested in and developed yourself. How do you apply that into your vision? What is the vision for the company, and what's the plan for legacy, which is a dream for most entrepreneurs? And multi-pronged question. Definitely want to know with the vision, because I know you're passionate about this, incorporating like technology and specifically AI. You mentioned that.
Yes.
So.
We're always on top of our game when it comes to the AI. We're always out there searching for easier, and some of my exterior relationships in my practice, we're very much in tune with that.
Yeah.
But the legacy part, because of, and I've heard this many times from many people, when are you retire? And I go, retire? What does that look like?
Yeah.
See, I would endorse everyone not to retire unless you're doing something you do not like.
Right.
I love what I do.
Yeah.
If Warren Buffett is 98, 99, and he's still doing the same thing or what he did his whole life, why not Joe Yocavitch do the same thing? So for me, it's been fun. It's been entertaining. But more importantly, it's been when you start to work with clients and you see how you're able to help them, because they don't know. Believe it, they only get bits and pieces of what they think they know.
Yeah.
From TV or radio, whatever.
Yeah.
But when you sit down with them and you ask the tough questions, and I actually bring in other family members. If the husband and wife is in their 70s or 80s, I'll have their kids come in and their grandkids. I just had that happen just recently. So for us, we want to make sure we put them on the right plan of action. But for me, when you see that happen, you see their stress level decrease, which is really fun for me.
Okay.
It really is. It's so important to feel that with someone, and they go, wow, we've helped you. I got a call just recently. We were doing some work with a couple, and we've been working with them for about 2 or 3 years. And he called me asking me for some advice on some other things he was participating in. And as we were talking, he says, there's not too many people and he was an engineer, oil engineer.
Okay.
In that field. And he said, no one does what you do. I said, in what way? Because no one's actually talking to us about wealth management, what you do in terms of how you handle wealth and how you handle money, equities. But you also give us a good feeling on guarantees. Have some of your money in a guarantee position. So It's about income planning, not just wealth accumulation planning.
Okay.
Because no one does that. I was with a guy for 15 years. I ended up firing him because he does not do what you do. So I know in the marketplace that I'm in, and because I've been doing it as long as I have, it becomes apparent over the next 10 years, we're going to have 100 million people over the age of 65.
Yeah.
And somebody needs to help them and give them the right direction going. And we believe we're able to do that for them.
And what is that, the legacy part of it? Are you hoping that, your family keeps the business?
Well, my son is licensed, and my wife is licensed.
Yeah, describe the vision
I don't want to sell the business if I don't have to.
Yeah,
it could be a soul, but I don't think I'd have to.
Yeah.
Because of how I structured the business. If something would happen to me, the business will still continue to bring in, dollars to the operation. If my son continues to stay compliant and my wife, that income continues to come in.
Okay, great.
So in that way, it works.
You have some legacy. That's a great
and
vision.
that's what I'm hoping to happen.
Yeah.
But you know what? My son has been really instrumental for one reason. He took the game of golf up seriously.
Wow.
And it was really funny because he's a hockey player.
Oh, he's a
ice hockey player.
Okay.
6'6".
Yeah.
And I still have fun with him because I remember him kicking and screaming on the golf course at 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And now, as he's 29, going to be 30, he would look to me as we played together and look up at me as I remember, Dad, which is really kind of cool. He would say, I remember you'd make me take this shot all the time when I was little. I said, yeah, because I would never go to a little pitch and putt course and hit off the pad. I would have him hit behind trees and the rough and spots that he would have to, you're making me do this. But what happened as he grew into his own manhood, it has really done him well, and he understands the practicing part of it in business, how it has done him well in the golf course.
He's putting in the reps.
So
if you had to boil down all of your best thoughts and recommendations for people listening that want to achieve the highest levels of success, what would that be? And then definitely let everyone know how they can find you and the organization and get all your books and get access to all your resources.
I think the best thing for people to do, really the best, would be able to check me out online at JML Financial Group. Check out my podcast at The Heart of Your Money.
Okay.
Check out my radio show, The Heart of Your Money, and my radio show every Sunday from 9 to 10 on 1210 radio.
Yep.
And get a feel for me. It's like dating.
Yeah.
It really is today.
Yeah.
Get a feel on my philosophy, my belief system,
Yep.
how we do certain things, the way we do them. What was so lucky with me also, Lance, I was able to put together a team, the best attorneys, estate planning attorneys, a number of accountants, and we can collaborate very easily and get people to understand it's just not about what I do, it's about all the other components fit together perfectly to run that plan so they never run out of money and pay the least amount of taxes. So if you want to get in touch with us, you can get in touch with us at JML Financial Group. .com, that's our website, or jmlfinancialgroup@gmail.com, or check us out on the radio at 1210 every Sunday between 9 and 10.
And before I let you go, if you had to give 1 or 2 or 3 just really consolidated pearls for people listening to want to be successful.
You know what? I think for most of us, even I came up this way, but not that generation seems to be somewhat thinned out. Luckily for me, both my children have taken this on. Is hard work. Like you said, you got to do the reps. This doesn't happen overnight. You got to do the reps and practice and on everything that we do to make yourself all top professionals, from golfers, the ball players of all sorts. They're out there practicing. They're out there doing the reps so they can produce on the field. And we truly believe that. We truly believe we're only get better because we put the work in to be able to do that.
Yeah. Great advice. Joe, can't thank you enough. So good to see you. And
you are the best, brother. I always like seeing you.
You too, man.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. We'll be in touch for sure. Thank you for tuning in. Please check out all of Joe and JML's resources, some really valuable information. And check us out next week. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.